Hello everyone. Thank you for joining us. Another Hackorona webinar. How surprising! Um, and today, actually, we have two interesting sessions. The first session is going to be delivered by Itay, that is just here, and the second one, actually, I will be presenting the second one. So, Itay, do you want to tell us about what you're gonna talk about and who you are?
Yeah, sure. So first of all, hello everyone. I'm really glad to be here in the Hackorona hackathon. I think it's a really cool idea. So I'm a product manager in Microsoft. I currently work in one of the teams called Video Indexer. And this session will be about how to get more out of your video and audio files using Video Indexer to extract insights. This is basically the scope, and I'm also going to give you a live demo of it.
Sounds good. So I think you should go ahead and start your session. So actually, I'm gonna drop from here, and I'll leave you alone in the screen. So the virtual, but I'm here in the backstage. Anyways, the virtual stage is yours. If you have questions, feel free to post it in the comments downstairs, and I'll make sure Itai sees them. Thank you and enjoy.
Right. So hello everyone. Again, welcome to this video indexer brief overview. So from time to time, I'm gonna look at this screen just because this is what I'm presenting. So as I said, I'm really glad to be here. Basically, what I'm going to give you is an overview of video indexer is the ability to automatically extract insights from your video audio files. If for some reason the internet supplier in my apartment is not holding this whole presentation, and I kind of hope it will, you can go to see our website. It's video.ai, and everything I'm going to talk about is going to be over there, and you can start your free trial and try it. So let's start. So our agenda for today, I'm going to give you a product overview, a little taste of the model more in descriptive way, and then I'm going to give you the live demo, which I think will be the most interesting thing. Um, so if you have any questions, by the way, I'll try from time to time to see in the live chat if there are. Um, Feel free to also ask them. So what is video indexer? Video indexer basically is the orchestration of multiple machine learning models that give you insights of metadata in your audio and video files, as I mentioned. And you as developer can consume it via JSON files or with artifacts. When you look at the video indexer, the three main benefits from it is that those models are already tuned together. You can have it, you can start it and do a proof of concept with a free trial in our webpage using API, and you receive those insights in different channels. It's the vision, the audio, and the combined channel. And so what do we offer to our users? Some of it I already mentioned, so I'm just going to go briefly on that. First of all, it's the out-of-the-box solution without the need to develop your own model. You will see in the demo there are insights widgets and there are play widgets. You can embed them really easily with really like just copy something to your code and that's it. You can use the product as a software as a service or platform as a service with a REST API. You can customize the model. We also follow Azure strict privacy policy. Um, and because we're part of the Azure Media Services and Cognitive Services, um, if you have any capabilities that you want to add on top of our capabilities, which we'll present in a second, you can build pretty easily a pipeline that take our insights and use the and more insights. What are the use cases for Video Indexer? So Video Indexer started with a focus on media and entertainment industry, and you will see that a lot of features support this vertical. but customers that we engage with, they started to use for different verticals, and the feature developed for many other use cases. So those are just some examples of the features. You can see the search, you can see the improved user engagement, content moderation, but think about any automation that you want, even creating transcript for audio files. It's all part of Video Indexer. So let's go back to the product. I just want to see if maybe someone asked a question or something. Oh, and so I see that I'm a bit cut because of the network. I'll try to move to do it slowly. Um, yeah, Idan, I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry for that. So I said I just sent you the message about the networking. Maybe you should try go closer to the router or something because you're kind of cutting.
All right, so I'll stop my camera and I'll try that.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, so now you just see the screen without me, and let me know if it's improving the presentation. All right, so hopefully you got what I said. Is it better
Okay,
now?
it's the same. Maybe you should um, move a little bit.
Okay, I'll try. Just a
So
second. No problem. Okay, it will be a little bit more difficult to manage, but let me know if it works.
actually, now it's a lot better. So sorry for that, and go.
Mm, So, the product that we mentioned is Video Indexer, and we give you models which are both on the video channel and the auditory channel, and the module which are combined both of them, like recognizing the topics or the video sentiment analysis. So let me go over briefly of the models, and then I'll go to the demo. Um, so you see for example, the face detection feature. It consists of a few models that incorporate into one solution. There is the face detection itself, and then there is the face grouping, and eventually the face identification, in which we have out-of-the-box model of 1 million celebrities. So if you're gonna upload a video with one of those celebrities, it's automatically gonna give you the result that this is this specific celebrity. Also, you can customize the models, and I'm gonna show you it later in the demo. Another thing that we have is the keyframe extraction, which is another strong capability that we give. You can get the keyframes in native resolution, and you as developers can build a pipeline that uses the frames that we give you to get further insights using computer vision, for example. And actually, if you want to see an example, you can go to our GitHub repository, and there are some projects that we did using those. I'll show you the link later. Labels is another feature that we give you, that we identify labels, and you can see when they appears in different times in the video. So here's a basic example. You can see there is a person, there is outdoor swimming, you can see the water, all of it, and you can jump in the video to see those labels. And again, I'm going to show you in the demo, so I'm going really briefly. OCR, or optical character recognition, gives you the ability to identify the word which appears on the visual image. So for example, here you can see the word Microsoft. As a human, it's really easy to see it's going to be Microsoft, but for the computer, because those are continuous frames, it can see the person moves, and it identifies some of the letters and then some other letters, and it eventually builds the probability that the word will be Microsoft. In terms of the audio channel, so we have identification of the language, which means you're going to upload a video and we're going to identify without you telling us which language it is, the language spoken among the supported languages. It's good when you want to just upload a video and without knowing what the language, and we're going to give you the answer. And there is the transcription. So when you upload the language, there is the speech to text capability that we give you to basically give you a transcript of what is spoken, and then you can do translation to even more languages, and you can bring your own vocabulary, which means you can customize the language model. For example, when you're talking about Kubernetes, which is something which is not commonly used and probably not going to be identified, you can upload a text file using the word Kubernetes in different sentences, and it's give a better probability to identify this word. So this is the translation. We have the speaker diarization, which means you recognize the speaker and when he spoke, and it gives you statistics about the different speakers. And you can see here the last one before we're going to go to the live demo is the topics, which the topics are both visual and audio contextual implications, which means sometimes you can see in the transcript they were discussing a certain thing, and then you will see a person, and when we're going to identify the person with those words, we understand they're talking about specific topics. Again, I'm going to show it to you in the live demo. So let me go to the live demo. Just a second. All right, let me know if this is the screen that I'm sharing, because I'm not sure. Just a second. I want to just a second. Okay, I'm gonna share this screen. Cool. So this is the portal of Video Indexer. When you first go inside the portal, you're not going to see this page. You're going to see the landing page, and you can enter and create a free trial using Facebook or Gmail or Microsoft account. But then when you enter, you see this page. So everything you're going to see here in this in the portal, all of it is those are capabilities we're also going to give you in API. So basically, you can use it, as I said, as software as a service, and then just upload a video here using this upload button and look for a file. Or you can use the API. And the API, if you want to see them, you can go here to the help and press on API reference. It will take you to those API. I already opened this page. And you can see all the different API that we get. And just use them, and it will give you the same solution as I'm presenting. So the basic thing that you'll see, the first thing is the library, which is all of the video that you uploaded. In the trial account, you also have the sample videos because you haven't uploaded yet. And if you want to just play around and see the different features, you can use the sample videos. So what we give you in the library. First, I want to see if there is any question, maybe. All right, seems fine. So what do we see in the library? In the library, we can look for a person or a topic or anything. Let's say I want to look for Brett Smith. Brett Smith is a principal in Microsoft. I'm looking for Brett Smith, and then I see here the result types, which means if I found Brett Smith as a spoken text, in a written text, as part of description, the person itself, or a label on a named entity. And you can see here all the different results. So here we saw Brett Smith, the person itself. Here it was part of the spoken text. Someone mentioned his name. It was in the written text. etc. So let's say I'm going to one of the movies that Brad Smith appears in it. And this is an accessibility video. Stop the music. So you can see here, this is what I want to show you, the different insights and the faces. So you can see here the different faces that the people that were identified by Video Indexer. So Satya Nadella was identified. You can, if you want to jump to the different locations where it was identified, but let's say we're looking for Brad Smith, and you see Brad Smith appears in almost 8% of the video, and you can go play next.
That kind of
And you can see that Brad Smith appears here.
spirit that so many
And even you can't see it here, but it also said Brad Smith here in this title. So it's going to appear also as a person detected, but also as part of the named entity. So this is example about how you use faces. But besides the regular faces that you see, you can have also unknown faces. So for example, all of those persons, their faces detected, but they were unknown. If you want to train your model to identify those faces, let's say this is a person you already know, you can use the edit button and just do, let's say we're going to call him John Doe, and I'm going to press enter, and then it will remember John Doe. And if I'm going to upload a picture of I already saved John Doe and a different John Doe, but let's say this person that's already saved is John Doe. So next time I'm going to upload a video with John Doe, it will already identify this person. And I'm going to show you the different, how you can customize the models later. So this is the faces. As I said earlier, you have the topics, which are implied both from the visual and the audio context. So you can see they were talking about mental illness, they were talking about politicians, technology. Those are the different labels. And again, you can jump to those. For example, you can see where the Satya Nadella as a named entity were discussed. Those are sentiments. And the keyframes that I mentioned earlier are here. So for each scene that you have different shots, and for each shot, you're gonna have keyframe right here. You have the keyframe here. And you can, all of those keyframes you can get from the artifacts. How do you get the artifacts? You can have the download. In the download, you can download the JSON, which I'm gonna show you in a second. You can download the transcript in different files formats. And you can download the artifacts, and the artifacts are also gonna consist the keyframes. And again, all of this you can get using the API. So let's see how the JSON looks like for a second. This is the JSON. It's really easy to read. You can see the summarized insights here. Inside the summarized insight, for example, there are the faces, and you can see that Satya Nadella was identified, where it appeared, and all of that. It's really easy to work with. So those are the different insights that you see here. One of the cool things about it is that you can embed the insights. You can use the embed button, as I said earlier, copy the embed code and just put it in your code, and you're gonna have those insights. You can choose to embed either the video or the insights themselves. And you have the timeline. The timeline is the transcript. So you can see what they were talking about exactly. You can add more layers. For example, you want to see the people that appears in each section, so you can add it to the timeline. You can see what were the OCR. So there was Summit 2018, for example, as an OCR, and Imagine I Build and Enable, all of that were as OCR. And you can have the transcript with the speakers if you want to know which speaker spoke in which second. As I said earlier, if you want to customize the language model, you can use it using the edit. You can actually change it right here. If there are, let's say, a word or a sentence that you want to change because you know it's incorrect, you can change it. And later on, when you upload a movie or you can re-index the movie, you can use the new model that you created.
And then when you use the new model, it will give you better results for the transcript. I want to see if there are any questions because I feel like okay, can you see the screen now? Hopefully.
Yes, they can. I checked that.
Okay, perfect. Cool. So those are, as I said, this is the way to customize the language model. And you can see here, this is what I want to show you, the content model customization. So the content model customization is the way that you customize the face detection. So this is the default, for example. So every time you edit it, like I showed you, I added John Doe, it's gonna appear here. But also I want to create my own model. So let's say I upload videos of myself. So I create a video of Itay Arbel and I just upload really easily some images of myself. And then when I'm going to upload a video of Itay Arbel, I'm going to see it's already going to identify my name as part of it. So let's go back to the library. I'm just going to show you a small last thing. So let's say you want to create a new project and you want to edit some videos together. For example, all the time that Satya Nadella is in a movie and talking. And let's say is mentioning something specifically. So you can go here and you can look for, first of all, you can add more videos if you want, more videos of Satya Nadella. Let's say you add accessibility, you have those two, and then you can filter it. So let's say I can do it by all insights, or I can do by a person, and I want to find Satya Nadella, and I see all the places where Satya Nadella was talking. Then I can add more filters of Satya Nadella and a specific label, let's say talking about computer, and I'm gonna have all the results for those of them together, indoor laptop, computer, etc. After I create a project, I can save the project and render it, and I'm gonna have a new video file with this project.
I mean, you're right, because
yeah, I don't want to save it now. All right, so this is a basic overview of Video Indexer. You can choose the different languages that you want to do. As I said, it supports different languages. You can add closed captioning to it. Here you will have the options to add closed captioning. You can choose different languages to see the results for the topics. And all of that you can take using the API or using the web page with the JSON file. And I think that's basically a really quick overview. I really recommend that if you have any project that you want to do, for example, taking news, talking about the corona, so you can take a lot of news, put all the videos together and then filter them by specific words and create a new clip talking only about the corona. I know, for example, a startup called Invoca. You can look in voca.ai. I think they're doing a cool project about identifying people that are speaking, if they had corona or not. And you can all incorporate all of those ideas together. You should definitely look in the documentation. Again, for the documentation, you can also go from here. I just already uploaded it. You can see an overview of the product. And then if you want to go to see different, like all the sample code. So we have sample code to how to use the API using .NET. We have blogs that we wrote. And that's it. This is basically Video Indexer in a brief. And I wonder if you have any questions. Let's see. Okay. So I don't see that you have any questions. Let me start a camera. Now it's just gonna show me multiple times. Yeah, much better.
Come on, guys, you have the opportunity to ask questions. We have a appointment video indexer team. That's a unique opportunity. Go ahead, take advantage of that.
By the way, also, if you want to contact me later for your project that you are doing, feel free to look for Itay Arbel and just contact me. I guess you can also contact the people from the hackathon and they can contact me. I'd be happy to help with any project that you are doing that is related to media, video, audio. Um, Video indexer really can do cool stuff with it. So um, feel free.
Okay. So thank you very much, Itai. It was really interesting. Um, so thank you for delivering a webinar in that in such a short notice. Um, it was really interesting, and I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to so thank you, and see you soon. Actually, I'm gonna deliver the next one. So I'm going to remove you from the stream now. So bye bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much.